Very well, from Busia we cross over to Nyeri County to get an update on the Endarasha Hillside School fire tragedy. And my colleague JJ Curia has been keeping tabs since that fire on Thursday, and comes to us with this live update. JJ, if you can hear me, kindly bring us up to speed with the latest from Endarasha.
Thank you, Bentroy Njue, back at Broadcasting House. We're live from Narumoru once more. And this is the third day of the national mourning and the final day as the country continues to mourn the death of 21 children consumed by a deadly inferno at the Hillside Endarasha Academy. At the Narumoru Level 4 Hospital mortuary, what is happening here today is the autopsy and much being done by the government pathologist, that is Johansen Odur. And that exercise began early this morning. And you will remember there was the advice from the acting regional commissioner in charge of Central Kenya of parents can come to witness what is ongoing if they so wish, but not a must. And what began early is likely to conclude later on today, and at around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. we expect a brief from the government pathologist Johansen Odur. Remember, this will be the culmination also of this 3-day exercise that seeks to put an end to the uncertainty that has rocked this entire area out of the fire inferno. Out of the inferno that consumed these children. On Monday, there was DNA testing that was being done and taking of samples so that for DNA matching for parents and their children. That exercise is likely to conclude in a month's time. There's a lot of scientific experiments that need to be done, or a scientific process that needs to be applied so that the DNA of parents is matched with that of their children. Again, look at how the uncertainty goes. It goes way over and beyond this time, because for a whole month, parents will not be able to have any form of closure, really, because they cannot bury their loved ones, even as they await this form of process. Also here today, the autopsy is being conducted on all the 21 bodies that lie here at the Narumoru Level 4 Hospital. You remember some of the bodies were burnt beyond recognition, and that is why it necessitates the DNA testing and matching. But Johansen Odur will be able to conduct that process. And this, Bentroy, is a standard procedure. They were killed in the fire, but there's a standard procedure that is applied by government to remove any form of doubt whatsoever on the cause of death. And this establishes also whether before the fire there was any other foul play, particularly where you would find probably a student was dead even before they were consumed by the fire. And this eliminates some of this doubt, and that's why Johansen Odur, the government pathologist, is here to conduct this process. About 3 or 4 p.m. we expect a brief from him, and he will tell us how long. Again, much of it is not even about how long, because the DNA processing, we've been already been informed that it's going to take a month. But of course, the autopsy results do not take that long. He should be able, unless there is something poisonous found in the system that needs a toxicology test. Much of it is where you would expect results to come out today. Interestingly, yesterday, the Kenya Power and Lighting Company, as the multi-agency investigating team continues with its investigations at the Hillside Endarasha Academy, the Kenya Power appeared to absolve itself completely from blame, saying its supply lines and its connections to the school were not found to be faulty in its primary assessment of what transpired as, as a power utility firm. And more of it appearing to say, if there's an electric fault, then you need to ask the school because of their connection to the solar grid. And that is what really Kenya Power was saying. But the DCI is on top of things, together with other teams. I can confirm we saw even the National Construction Authority, that is NCA. So it's a multifaceted, a multi-agency investigation that really seeks to establish really what transpired. And it will also be one end of closing this matter, establishing what really happened. I've seen a statement from the Ministry of Education this afternoon that talks about the the checking of schools, particularly boarding schools in primary and junior secondary, in conforming to the safety standards that have been established by the Ministry of Education. And that process has been ongoing since this accident happened, and is also ongoing. And then it will move later to secondary schools. And Ministry of Education officials really being warned that any person who flouts these safety rules, including managers of schools, a serious action will be taken against them. And that is where we are so far. But from Narumoru, Ben Troy, what we are expecting is a brief from the government chief pathologist, that is Johansen Odur, on this process and what he establishes as the cause of death later on this evening. So that's it, Ben Troy. Back to you at Broadcasting House.
Thank you so much, JJ Kyoria, live from Narumoru in Nyeri County there with a comprehensive brief of exactly what is currently happening. And it's a good thing to bring out that